What's up, guys? Hey, let me know where you are joining me from. This video will be deleted, so if you are on my subscriber list, all you have to do is go back in your history, and you can find my video there. So cool, let me know where you're joining me from. I'm gonna wait just a second until some people join in right here. So let me know where you guys are joining me from, and there's gonna be a little delay when you start talking to me. Jeff, what's up, man? Rocky Mountain Bear, good to have you on. Let's give it a few minutes. I want to share some stuff with you guys today. Utah, right on. Let's see, Elkhart, Indiana, from the UK. Yeah, right on, right on. You guys hang with me today. I'm gonna try to make this short. I'm gonna share some stuff with you guys that could help you, and just give a few announcements. So we're just gonna wait another minute or so while everybody joins in. So if you're just now joining me, yeah, you tell me where you guys are joining from. Australia, Canada, right on. Rod's from Canada, Arthur's from Australia, right on. Man, I've been wanting to go to Australia. Let me get see, Susan from Vancouver, Surhat, forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong, Turkey, and Belgium, right on. So cool to have everybody in here. See, California, right on, right on. Okay, yeah, okay, we're about to start. I want to give you guys some announcements right quick. I've been trying to upload some videos regularly here on YouTube. They take a little while because, you know, like every single one almost takes me about 30 hours between shooting and editing. I have a friend who's going to start doing a lot of bulk editing for me. So hopefully you guys will see some more videos and stuff here soon. So I have a wedding shoot I'm fixing to do. I film videographer on the side, you know, I film weddings and stuff. So I have that coming up soon. So I'm going to try to get some material done, but I want to give you guys just a heads up on some things I plan on implementing here. And like I said, this video will be deleted. Let's see, now live, I'm getting my own email from me. So yeah, so after this upcoming months and stuff, especially in 2020 Winnipeg, right on. So especially in upcoming year 2020, I plan to do a lot more content, and I'm actually starting a Patreon page. And I know you guys, everybody's gonna jump off here, you know, you're asking for money now. Not necessarily doing for that. It's just a way for you guys to connect with me. I'll have some different tiers and stuff on there, and I know that you guys should find a lot of value in there. I'm going to be sharing some tips and tricks. I had a Patreon before, had some people sign up, but for some reason Patreon was not allowing people to see. Scott's from Pennsylvania, right on that. Good to have you on here, Scott. So you guys hang with me. I'm about to show you guys some stuff and show you guys a little trick right quick. So so Malcolm, good to have you on there. Emmanuel, good to have you. So anyway, I'm starting the Patreon up, and I'm gonna have different tiers there. It's gonna be a lot of behind the scenes photos and stuff, a lot of behind the scenes. I will show some tips and tricks here and there, and give some discounts for upcoming courses that I have going on. So something, yeah, so that's super cool. And plus 50,000, seriously guys, I never thought when I got on here I would be getting to 50,000 subscribers. So wow, that's awesome. I'm growing a few thousand a month right now, sometimes more. So I just really appreciate all, you know, you guys' support and everything else. So yeah, that's really cool. So I'm gonna show you something I'm working on. Then I wanna talk to you about something right quick. After I show you this, I just want to give you an update where I'm at. This is a tomahawk right here. I'm doing SFC prints. So I think that turned out really cool right there. I went around here. You guys caught my tutorial on power carving the letters, right? So I went through there. Transylvania. Transylvania. Yeah, so I went through here, carved this up right here. And something I started doing, I tapered this part off right here. I was just doing these little notches like you see. So, and I've just been tapering them off right here. So that turned out really good. And I'm gonna have to, I'm getting dust all over it now. I have to, ooh, that's not all the way dry. I'll have to urethane this later. Peggy from Texas, my girl. That's what I'm talking about. So anyway, it's just some stuff. So here's what I was wanting to show you guys. This is simple. A lot of times people try to take, one second, stay there, don't go anywhere. A lot of people, even though this right here looks cool, can I do memberships? Yes, I can, but I have not looked into it yet. That may be something I will look at soon, though. If you guys have any questions, just post them below. I'm going to show you some stuff, then share something with you guys. See, this right here looks like, I know to most people, like just looks so crazy and hard to do, and it has its own challenges. But here's what I'm getting at: that you can take simple things like this. See what I'm saying? You can take simple things like this, San Antonio. Good to have you on here, Andrew, and make it look cool. So actual in reality, compared to this right here, and you can apply this to any project. You see what I'm saying? I just put some notches right in there and just tapered some stuff off, put some fonts on there, carved them out, did a little vine right there, and I'll show you guys how to do that here in just a second, dude. It's so simple. I base a lot of stuff from this design, added a duo stain design, and even though, believe it or not, this right here, as cool as this looks right here, more people, when I'm at a live show, is going to resonate with this bottom one even more, okay? Like, the Viking stuff is cool, but it's what people know and is relevant with. And I hope you guys are catching the secret here, okay? In your own artwork and what you do, you find something that's relevant, especially if you artists are on here selling. It's different as a hobby than when you actually step into it as a full-time, a full-time person. So you would think that this right here would be selling all over the place, and it doesn't. People love it. That's the first thing they pick up. But people connects more to this because, it's more relevant. There's a name on there, and I'm getting stained because I forgot to wipe the end of that off all over my hands. So anyway, here's what I'm saying. Make your art relevant to people. I know a lot of people looks at this Viking stuff and says, oh, that's cool, Matt. It is cool. But at the end of the day, for you artists out here, I'm just going to let you know a little secret. That doesn't mean that it's relevant. When people understands it, when I say relevant, I mean when people understand your art is when they start buying your art. You see what I'm saying? So even though this is cool, it may not be relevant to people. So I don't think I'll ever get to the high level. Just went off by the fire. Well, here's the thing. That you bring up a good, I think I'm saying your name right, Dieter. You guys listen to me. It's all right to look and be inspired. And I'm about to share something with you guys. I'm just going to lay it on you, okay? I don't do this a lot on my YouTube videos because I'm not sure. I'll be doing some more of this video, especially on my new Patreon page. I will be doing these more type of videos where I start teaching you how to think like an artist. I can show you what to do. But here's the thing. When people show you what to do and teach you, it's good, but you have to learn to think for yourself. Because if I show you how to do this, you'll only be as good. You will only be as good as I show you. And that's where you'll be. And so there's a cap there. I want you guys to take what I'm doing and take it up another level. But find your own thing. And you said a while ago, I think I said your name right, Dieter, and you guys listen to me, okay? You have to find your own style. You have to the best wood rod is for carving simply is just basswood. I'm using hickory here, but you can get more exotic wood. But that's another topic that get me going deep. So hold off on that thought just for a minute. So you guys learn to think for yourselves. You said you'd never achieve this level sitting by a fire with your knife. I would say this. I understand where you're coming from, and I appreciate the compliment there. But don't put a governor on yourself. A lot of birch that can kind of be hard a little bit and stuff, but you can still use birch. Here's the thing. Don't put a cap on your creativity. Do what you do. I have a lot of people. I'm just going to be honest with you. A lot of people look at my tomahawks. Oh, that's cool, Matt. I want to do that. And it resonates with them. And that's awesome. I'm glad that this tomahawk, right, one second. Stay there. Hold the thought. I'm glad that this resonates with you. I'm glad that, this right here, you want to do something like this, and I'm totally cool with that. And I want you to do stuff like this. But a lot of people just look at that and they kind of reject, and listen to what I'm going to say. They reject their own internal wiring of what they're made to do. I understand that this inspires you, but what if you want to do animal carvings, just like you said that you Big Daddy, okay, right on, man. I'm glad you're learning a lot. So a lot of people reject their internal wiring. Like, I know that you like these tomahawks, but here's the thing. What are you called to create? What if you want to carve a bear? Like, there's some other people I'm subscribed to, Jonelson Woodcraft. That dude's amazing. Like, seriously, like, I've learned so much from him. You guys go check him out. He's like probably 200,000 subscribers. His channel blew up. And He's just doing animal carvings, creative animal carvings, like wolves and stuff and dragon heads, which is amazing. And I do want to get into that. But here's the thing, I'm staying in my lane. Like, I will eventually get to that, and I want to experiment. So here's what I'm saying to you guys. What am I communicating to you guys? Find what makes sense to you. If you're sitting by a fire with a knife, and well, that's all right. Get some birch, get some basswood, and carve a little, carve out a spoon for 6 hours. No, correct? Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Carve out a spoon. That's cool. You're finding your flow. You know, not everyone's called to, you know, do this. I'm glad this inspires you. And that leads me into another point. A lot of people, and I'll say this nicely, we all compare, because that's how we learn. Like, when people say this, you know, the best thing, the best bits for smoothing, instead of, hey, ask me that question in just a second. So here's the thing. So let me let my mind get back on track here. So many thoughts running through my mind. Okay, it's good that you learn from this and you're inspired, but this may not be what you're called to. You may be called to animal carvings. You may be inside of you to do, like, I don't know, face portraits and carve them. I mean, some people do some amazing, that's Jonelson Woodcraft. You can just type his woodwork in there and he'll come right up. So, yeah, stencils will work. And I'll get to some questions in just a second, guys. So that's what I'm saying here, guys, is learn, like, what makes sense to you? What do you want to do? And I'm going to teach you guys a trick of how to find that. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you know I've always loved knives, tomahawks, and on my blog I share, hold on just a second. How to get the gum out of my mouth. Talking too fast. So here's the thing. You guys know that if you've read my blog, if you know anything about me, you know, watch my interview and stuff, that I love knives. Like, I've always loved knives. And of course, now that I'm older, this, you know, the sharp bladed stuff is starting to come out now. Like, it's kind of connected to where I was in childhood. And so I know this sounds crazy. You watch all the entrepreneurs, and you'll see what they say, that they look back at their childhood and you will find what you're called to. So I'm going to ask you again. I know it may sound crazy. A lot of times we have thrown dirt, as now that we're adults and that we're older, on you know, what we used to like. You know, some of you guys, I mean, we're like me. I mean, I like knives, but I like doing other stuff, and now that's starting to come out. So you got to look at your childhood. What did you do? What's something that you were drawn to? Was it animals? Was it, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen people like start carving, and this isn't just for carving; it's painting as well, and stuff. So let's see. Okay, right on. Yeah, Rod, it does definitely transfer. So here, let me make my point here to move on. I don't want to ramble on too long here. So look at what you like as a child. I loved animals too, and now I'm going to start getting into some animal carving. So you kind of look and you kind of bridge the gap. Is that making sense to you guys? Just kind of bridge the gap there. And so you kind of find what you're called to. I explain more of that. That's too deep to get into. So here's why I explain that. I can show you this, but what if I get you to think for yourself? See what I'm saying? So you guys got to learn to think for yourself when it comes to wood carving. Take this, be inspired by it, take the techniques I show you guys and apply them. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you got to find what you're called to. Let me tell you a story right quick. I had a guy, and I'll be vulnerable with you guys. You know, I love to show everybody everything, show techniques and stuff. I had a guy, you know, message me the other day. Hey, man, you know, where do you get your tomahawks? Where do you do this? And, you know, cool. You know, here's where I get stuff at, my supplies. Well, I want to do just like you do so I can make a living and do just like you do. And like, you know, that's cool, man. But like, I mean, don't base your whole thing around what I'm doing, man. I mean, it's cool that you're inspired, man, and I'll help you any way I can. But a lot of people will just take what you're doing and then try to fit it in, and it's not working for them, and they get frustrated. And see what I'm saying? And there's no worse feeling than being frustrated to something you can't get, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say find your own thing. There's some friends on here that makes boat paddles and carves them. He started watching my channel. He said, man, I can do this to boat paddles. This dude's making boat paddles and selling them. They're freaking awesome. Like, seriously, I mean, having a boat paddle like with a name on there, I mean, that's creative. Come on, guys. That's like so cool. He found his thing. So that's what I'm saying. Find your thing, whether it's this, whether it's something else. So anyway, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to move on to the next point because this is already getting long. This video will be deleted. If you want to see it again, it will be, you have to go to your history to watch it because a lot of the things I say on here, I don't want getting out because there's no telling what I'll say. So I want to show you guys just right quick See, let me take some questions right quick before I do this. Will this technique work for carpenter sandals? Yes. It's not going to weaken it that much. You have a lot of people that says that, and they've never even carved anything in their life. See, smoothing bits technique. Okay, I know you asked me that a while ago. Let me answer that. Okay. You get an inverted diamond burr. Okay, hold on. Let me show you guys something. Let me grab my stuff right quick, man. Give me just a second. Okay, watch this. You guys good? You ready to learn something? I know I'm talking a lot, but I want you guys to learn. Okay? Smoothing out like this. Okay, you guys seen this right here? Okay, and Nahi Padilla, excuse me if I am pronouncing that wrong. Okay, how do I smooth that out? I'm going to tell you in just a few short things. You need burrs like that. See that taper burr? That's a real fine burr. And you see this inverted cone burr right there? It's a cone, but it's flat on the end. You want to take this. I don't have my thing around me. I'll show you right here. Take this, put it flat. I'm going to try to do this where you can see it. See how it's flat on there? Lightly go across there. Imagine that burr was on there. You just lightly go across, just like that. Just like that, kind of go around here in the corners. Listen, power carving is almost impossible to get flat surfaces sometimes. You have to work at it for hours. Okay, after you do that, see the sandpaper? You guys knew I was going to say that, didn't you? I'm going to have a whole course on sandpaper. And a lot of people, they won't listen to me. Like, a lot of people send me their work. I'm like, dude, sand it, sand it, sand it. So, my Patreon account, I show a trick how to get all this straight with sandpaper. I'm waiting on Patreon to fix my account. I'm sharing some tips over this on there. So, you take sandpaper, get right in there. And here's the thing, be patient. Be patient. Just go right in there. Just go right in there. And you get smooth. So it's just a mixture of some of these burrs, kind of rough out the harsh areas. Get the burr that I just misplaced, and I can't find now. I'll find it later. How do I do that? Oh my God. All the time, guys, I swear. I try to stay organized. So anyway, yeah, wherever that inverted cone burr went, I have no idea. So yes, okay. Good. Here's another one. See, sandpaper is awesome. Yeah, oh yeah, it's covering up. See, incorporated chisels and smoothing planes. Yes, Jeff. That's your name, right, Jeff? Rocky Mountain. Dude, you change your name so much, I always get confused. Okay. Yeah, inverted cone burr right here. In fact, are we plugged in? It's gonna be loud. Hold on, let me show you guys. Watch this. Watch this. Okay, I'm just having about cheap sandpaper because I always, yeah, cheap sandpaper. So yeah, it's me. Okay, right on, dude. Right on. Okay, I started second guessing myself. I'm gonna turn this on very low. It's too low. This is gonna be kind of hard with the camera. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Let me. Aha. Now watch this. Hold on. Can you guys see? Watch this. Flat. You see that? And just go around all the edges. That is one way. Okay. Now watch this. Don't go anywhere. Get your sandpaper. Get in there. Let me get the sand it. Go around the edges. Like Jeff said, some chisels would work too. Go in there. About a 120 grit. Now go in there with a 400. Watch this. Go right in there. If I had a clothespin or something, which I had that in my last video, showed you guys how to do that. Go in there. Get around the, and be careful about going over the edges right here because it'll round them off. So lightly, go over the top edge. And then go inside. See what I'm saying there? And that just flatten out that piece right there. Just go on there. And patience while you do this. Like, have some patience while you do this, okay? Because you just go in there and stuff. And you see, now, here, as you take the sanding down in grits, okay? If you do properly what I just showed you, you'll get a smooth surface. Now, it's hard. Sometimes I do a lot of stippling, and I'm gonna have to wash this off before I do a lot of stippling. A lot of people do this, but don't overdo it. This just kind of like my signature thing on a few things I do, but stippling can be ugly. I'm just going to let you guys know. Back when I first started the power carving, I have a lot of people that's doing stippling. It just, sometimes stippling doesn't work out, man. You need the flat surface and do some more 2D stuff. So okay, let me show you guys some. First of all, let me know if you have any questions. I got 2 more points I want to make, and I have to get off here and get back to work. So any questions? We should have about a 25-30 second delay on here. I'm going to show you guys a trick while drawing. I want you guys to know. Any questions? Wood warping. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Are you talking about like with water, like warping the wood? I stay out of that arena, out of that vein of things, because this kind of out of my thing I do. So that's another thing. Find, like I was telling you earlier, find the thing that you do. You know, find the type of work that you guys want to do, whether it's animal carvings, whether it's whatever. You know, for me, it's customizing hammers. You know, so. Hello there. Okay, Mama's there. Okay, guys, we're going to get on. If there's not any more questions, hopefully I didn't miss anything. And if your questions aren't coming through, I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't see them. I'm going to show you guys a secret with drawing, okay? A lot of people, listen, I'm going to tell you something. See, you could, do you cover wood burning as well? I have that rod on my channel. The wood burning videos aren't that popular, actually, but I do have them on here. See. Oh, in the morning it is warped. Man, you may have a humidity problem with that. You just have to go join howtowoodcarve.com, send me a message, and I'll answer you as soon as I can. Yeah, hey, David, what's up, man? I'm waiting on that YouTube channel, bro. Yeah, stippling, yeah, you have to, stippling, that's a whole new thing right there. You have to learn how to do it properly. And sometimes I still don't, the way I was taught, I still find myself having messy stippling, very messy. So, okay, to finish, is that an issue with the mold linseed? I don't know what went wrong. Left a sticky, messy film. Okay, man, sticky, messy film, that might be actually another humidity thing. After you sanded, Jeff, make sure that everything's sanded really good, and after you put on the boiled linseed oil, take a rag, which I know you probably already know this, but make sure that stuff is off there pretty good. After, you know, some people have different techniques of leaving it setting and stuff. It depends on the humidity where you're at, the wood you're using, but try to wipe that thing off and get it, kind of shine it with your rag after you're through and kind of get those top layers off. But that's weird that it was doing that. That's a little bit out of my expertise, but I'm going to show you guys. Okay, did you guys know that I could not draw? Seriously. I still can't. I do a few things. I know you guys probably see some of my videos of like, whatever, Matt. No, I do a few things that I learned to do well. And I'm going to say that again for you guys. You need to hear this. Learn to do a few things and do them well. It's the simple things done. I'm not sure with you guys. Watch this. Where'd my thing? Oh. A few things, when simple things are done extraordinarily well. For this, for instance, this right here, I'm getting text. This is my birthday, so everybody's texting me. So, see this right here, how simple this is? It's cool, right? Relevant to everybody. Did you realize that this video right here I made of this got a lot more views than this thing right here? See what I'm saying? I would have thought that this right here would have got a lot more views and stuff because it looks awesome, right? Like people know they don't connect with this, they connect with that. So why am I sharing that with you guys? So here's what I'm saying. Do something simple, but do it ordinarily well. You guys see what I'm saying? So anyway, take something simple. Don't be afraid to start simple. Some of you guys, it's just like, you know, you have to set the bar high so you can grow into your woodworking and stuff, but you also have to keep the demands reasonable upon yourself. And I posted about this on my community post. You know, some people try to shoot, you know, too high. You know, you got to win a few battles before you win the war, man. You know, don't put that unreasonable demand on yourself. There's a lot of you watching right now, you're putting unreasonable demands with yourself, and you're just kind of stressed out, and you're not picking up your Dremel and carving. Love you guys, just letting you know. Keep it simple. I'll tell you guys, I do not know how to draw. This was done the other day, working on some ideas. You see how crummy that is? How can I go from that to, one second. How can I go from that? Sorry, Deidre, I just missed your last thing. How can I go from this to that? Even though it's simple. I'm gonna show you guys how to correct some stuff. Learn to do one thing, but one thing extraordinarily well. So I'm gonna show you guys something. Let me get past here. I'm gonna put my phone down so I can show you. I'm just gonna go with this right here. Hold on. Oh my gosh. You guys still with me? Hold on. I lost the battle of the Dremel router attachment. My finger misses our... Oh man. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that. You gotta be careful. Okay, can you guys see that? And if you say anything, I can't say happy birthday. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that, man. Let me go over here. I'm gonna hang with me, guys. So I always try to put my designs on paper first. So let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna do my regular Viking design, and I'm gonna show you guys something. It's basically a simple design. Now, what I'm showing you here is not for you just to learn how to do this, but it's, catch what I'm saying here. You need a pencil and you need a pen. I'm gonna quit yapping here. What's this? I'm gonna make a straight line. Let me grab, I should have had my stuff around here. Hold on. Give it time, 1 second. This will work. Okay. Here's a stencil that I've never used. I'm gonna draw a straight line right down here. See that, guys? Now, I'm gonna do my regular Viking design. You guys can use this design. The straight line is to keep everything straight, because I cannot draw. I'm gonna go right here, the same thing. Oh, see, I got it off again. I wanna match up the top and the bottom. If it gets off a little, I don't mind. I'm about to show you guys a secret. Hold on. You can apply this to whatever it is. Okay, one side's bigger than the other, but that's fine. I don't care. Now that I got that fixed, sometimes I'll leave it there. I'm just going to take this line away so I won't get confused. And go right here. Draw this around here while keeping a steady hand. Keep this around here. And this is just a simple 3D shape that I use all the time. I base all my designs around this and take variations of this design and fit it into all my artwork. Okay, there we go. Cool. I mean, not the best in the world. Stuff is a little off, but here's what I'm going to show you. You got that drawn. What can you do? I mean, that looks cool, but watch what happens when you start adding this in. Let me make sure this writes. Okay. Watch when this happens. Let me take this down just a little bit. I've done this design so many times, guys. I still don't get it right every time. So you don't have to be an artist to start carving, but when you start doing this right here, what I'm showing you guys, I promise is going to translate. It's going to start translating to this stuff right here. It will translate. All this stuff will start translating. So I'll try to put it on wood first. Okay, now I'm going to look right here. Look at everything, kind of get everything evened up a little bit. Now, here's our secret. You ready? Thank you, Susan. Appreciate it. You guys ready? Take your pen. Now I'm about to put the phone back down. Take your pen. After you thicken your edges. Don't do this on wood, though. Don't do this on wood. Do this on paper. I'm showing you guys how to make your paper look. Listen, there's no right or wrong way when you do this, okay? There's no right or wrong way. I'm showing you my way. Take this, make it your own. Explore your own creativity, okay? Take your pen. You guys see that? Go around the edges of your stuff here. Be very careful. And we're not going to be done after this. We're just going to trace the edges of our pencil. What's this doing? This is making our design thick, and it makes it stand out. The reason drawings look bad, listen to what I'm going to tell you guys. The reason your drawings look bad is because you don't have thick edges most of the time. And I still can't draw. This right here, I can make it look halfway decent because I'm used to it. Okay, cool. Well, that's there. It already looks better than that drawing, you see? Now watch this. Thank you. I see that birthday cake on there. Thank you. Now watch this. What am I going to do after this? You guys guessed it. I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit. You have this big white pad right here, and you have little bitty markings. So what I'm going to do, very lightly, go along the edge. Again, thicken this thing up. I tell you, after you guys get this down, you're going to have more confidence, and you're going to see, and you're going to see yourself that, hey, I'm not as bad as I thought I was. Some of you guys need to allow yourself to have mistakes. Like, mistakes is a gateway for creativity. I mean, gateway to something new. I mean, so don't try to avoid mistakes. Don't try to avoid, because people who try to avoid things, they just stay stagnant. Let's get back to this. Thicken, you can already see that coming together. I'm going to thicken up this edge. I'm going to try to maintain symmetry, okay, around all the edges. So thicken up everything. You can already see that starting to come together. You guys know how I showed y'all stippling on here? I'm going to show you something here in a second. This will apply to anything you're doing depending on the style. For my style, what I'm doing, this drawing technique I'm teaching you guys right here, depending on your style, this will enhance it, okay? Hey Edna, thank you. So, some of you guys just need to go and do this right here. Go and start, starting simple. This is basically almost like a figure 8. So go around here, thicken everything up. There we go. Now remember this. Humans are attracted to curves. If you have I'm giving you guys a secret here. Humans are attracted to curves. Any sharp edges, jagged edges, people, your eyes will catch them. This right here. You see how your eyes just follow this down? There's no sharp, crazy edges. I mean, there is some sharp edges, but when you come to a sharp edge, your eye stops. And that's what stops the art. That's why it doesn't look right. Make sure your edges are kind of curved, depending on what you're doing. I'm just using this as an example. So if they are, let me get this saw. I won't cut myself. I've already almost did that. So here's the thing. I'm thickening up all these. I'm making sure everything is roundy, nice and fluid. Did you guys catch what I just said? See, there's a point down here, but it's all right because I'm leading to that. And see, if I do this, I can do this right here. If I leave this off right here, did you see where I just messed up right there? If the camera focuses, see that? My eyes are gonna run and hit that. So what am I gonna do? Just gonna thicken up the edge. I'm gonna go over it, taper it. That's gonna be another lesson, it's tapering. And look what happened. Good deal. Now let's thicken up this edge. I'm about to show you guys something else. Oop, messed up. Almost done, guys. Hang with me. This is not the straightest, but it works for what I'm showing you guys. Okay. Look at that compared to my drawing I just did. It looks a lot better, right? Took all the jagged edges off. I just used a pen there. One more thing. So now we're going to add depth. We're going to come down here. 1 second, let me straighten. There's a few things. I'm rushing this for the camera because I got to go. Add a few dots. Create some depth. Thank you right there. Look how good that looks. So now, after this is dry, and I just got the ink everywhere. Oh well. Now it looks really bad. Oh well, should have let that dry. Erase it. And I'll just kind of run that. Oh well, let me go over this is smeared all. It's fine. So anyway, you guys are get what I'm saying here. Let me correct that. Should have let that ink dry just a little bit. But you guys got what I'm saying, right? So we're going to take this, even though I just kind of ruined it. Looky there. And it started with, one second. Something like this. Of course, that was, see that versus this. So grasp what I'm saying here. It's not the best example in the world, but you guys can see when you finish up with a pen, I'm telling you guys, it's so much better, so much better. So you guys use your pen. One more thing, before we get to that, do you have any questions? I'm gonna have to wrap this up in like 2 minutes. I'm gonna give it just a second. And wait for, and sorry if I didn't see your answers while I was drawing, or your questions while I was drawing, so I'll give it just a second here. While I'm waiting, here's a, did you guys see the skull right here? See, I did the same thing there. That, you know, it's basically the same type of design I did on this one right here. I figured I'd get a little bit more views on this on the video, but a lot of you guys still, you know, obviously gravitate towards the woodwork a little bit more. So, thank you, Dieter. So, anyway, yeah. So I'm waiting on some questions, and then we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Transferring to wood on carbon paper. Yeah, I have a few videos on that, especially on my wood burning videos. That's truly a simple technique that anyone can have there. Okay, good. I'm glad you, yeah, it's simple. It's the simple things that, is there a video about, yeah, I have a ton of videos. Yeah, go back and see that video on the skull. See, what are good bits for engraving metal? I go through the diamond bits like toothpicks. Okay, Jeff, you need to look at some professional engraving bits. You may be spending 30 or 40 bucks a month on those things. If you're doing just a rough engraving, just buy some tungsten carbide bits. But as far as diamond, yeah, dude, you're going to wear the diamonds down on metal. You need like some legit carbide burrs from places. We have a place called Airgas here. It's a local local shop that does all kinds of stuff. They carry their own burrs. I go and get them, and they're amazing. The best burrs I've ever used in my life. Made in USA. Also get on eBay. Find some used burrs. Any questions before we move on? You guys good? A lot of people don't like sitting through watching this stuff right here, but it's what's learned, you know, like I told you guys early on, that, you know, I can show you guys this, and I'm glad you learned something. But what if I get you to think like that? You know, it's about learning to think that way. So I don't want you to ever just take this, and you guys know how to do this, and be stuck at this level. No matter how cool it looks, I want you to think for yourself. And that's where you start unlocking your creativity at. A lot of us have, I want to go on a rant here. See, get the Sabertooth. Yes, Sabertooth is very good. Here is a Fordham. See that big old thing? I have the 1/4 collet in there. This thing is huge. First time I had this Fordham right here, I had to call and get another in for it. I had gloves on. Never wear gloves while you're power carving, by the way. I learned it the hard way. I got this thing, and I was just hollowing out something. It hit my glove, grabbed it, ran up my arm, didn't touch me. Ate my glove up, snapped the flex shaft wire in there. And this is the first 5 minutes I had this thing. Can you use any Dremels this work? Yes, I use Dremels on this work. Okay, to do your own blacksmithing as well. Yeah, I'm learning blacksmithing. It is something I know a little bit about, but I am doing stock removal. I get my steel pre-cut. I do plan to step off into forging here sometime when I'm able to get a shop and everything else. I'd love to, but right now I'm an audio engineer. I'm a videographer. What personalized items sell very well? It depends on what it is. And oh man, I'm gonna say something for you. It's not necessarily the art, it's the person too. See, okay, awesome, Susan. Well, I'm glad you're learning a lot. Yeah, so it depends on if you guys want to take this into a hobby or if you want to see on skull cups. Yeah, I know it doesn't smell like real bone. I wouldn't have done that inside here. This is just a replica. And I'm not sure if I want to do a real bone one yet. That's just not my thing. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. I'm still learning from it. You know, this is my first one. Favorite band? Oh my gosh, why did you say that? Well, I do play guitar. So, man, I'm not going to answer that. There is too many out there. I listen to different types of music, some more than others. And my favorite band, they're not my favorite band. I barely even listen to them anymore. But the most influential on my music I play, you guys don't have to go look this up. You probably wouldn't like it. They're called Racer X. His name's Paul Gilbert. He's a guitar player. Guitar video, pretty please. Right on. Yeah. Go follow my personal Instagram page. You can find me just Matt Cornelius on there, Jeff, and I may post some more stuff on there. See, right on. Glad you're doing well. Say, right on. Well, hey, Rod. Yeah, I'm glad you're teaching your grandchildren. It's just one of those things that you know, you learn and you progress in. I got the vinyl to the first album. You got Racer X's vinyl. Right on, David. Yeah, yeah. I remember I was 14 years old over there. I shouldn't be saying this is why I'm deleting this video. I was illegally downloading music and I typed in guitar lessons, and you know, back in the day, and I found this guitar player and he just changed my life, man. I started playing probably anywhere from 10 to 12 hours a day. I homeschooled, so that's what I did all day. I played guitar. So anyway, back to it. Yeah, guys, that's a lot of this stuff connecting with me is going to be behind the scenes on Patreon when they fix my account. It's totally messed up right now. So it's going to be a lot more in-depth stuff, and I will be doing some courses soon. So anyway, guys, go and be creative. Learn how to think for yourself. Be inspired, but think for yourself. You know, look at what you enjoyed while you were younger, okay? Look at what you enjoyed while you were younger and incorporate that. You will find, like, because when you were born, we were all born with gifts, talents, and abilities. I'm going to tell you one more thing, okay? And I don't mean this cocky. I don't mean this arrogant. We all have gifts, talents, and abilities. Some of us have skills. Many skills can make up a gift, but let me tell you something. Gifts are what you were born with. That they are what God gave you. Your gifts are what God gave you. When you find those things, you tap into it. A lot of people go to work, 6 to 5 every day. And, that may be a skill they earned in college, but is that skill you're gifting? And you're frustrated, aren't you? You see what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying right here could really, upset you and stuff, but I take a hard look. See, my followers are dropping now after I said that. So you got to learn what your gifting is and follow it. You can find many skills, and that's another topic for another day. I'm gonna park that car right there. So just you can gain skills and stuff. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, that's another topic for another day. So we will we'll talk about it later, probably over on Patreon and stuff. And I want to help bring that stuff out of you guys after I get everything set up. We will talk about that soon. I go in depth with this stuff, man, like creativity and everything else, man, because it's not how good you are on here. It's about what you know about yourself, finding what you're called to. You see what I'm saying? So I just lost most of you guys right there probably. So yeah, anyway, guys, go find out and start improving more. Homeschools are the best. Give me okay, right on, man. I'm glad you're inspired, brother. So anyway, I'm going to get off here. I have to go. I'm deleting this video. Well, I'm going to make it unlisted. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. You're like an old mate. Yeah, I'm going to unlist this video. If you guys catch this on a replay, go back in your history. He Sensei, that's funny. And glad you're inspired, man. I'm going to unlist this video. You have to go back in your history to watch it if you want to watch some of the stuff I said before or some of the stuff I went over. I'm not going to let this go out on my public YouTube because I go too much in depth for people. People will start taking what I say and take it the wrong way, just like how I lost like 20 of you guys right there after I said about gifts and talents and understanding that. Anyway, we'll talk about that another day, but I promise you this. Find out what's inside of you. Get it out, whether it's carving, painting, whatever it is. You guys find out what it is. Like I told you guys about the boat paddles. Some dude's taking boat paddles. Go take some boat paddles, start carving them. You don't have to go out and cut your own wood just yet. Go to your local craft stores, get these boxes, start carving. Start simple. I need to do some epoxy. I need to do some epoxy pouring here next time. I'm starting to get an epoxy work. I can't wait for that. Can't wait to see where that goes. So anyway, guys, here's what I'm working on. A new video, hopefully, maybe, possibly could be dropping. Maybe. Hey, Alan from Vermont, thank you, man. Could be dropping this week. I just show a little bit of stuff. I'm gonna tell you something. With these tomahawks, I don't share everything I know on here and stuff. There, for obvious reasons. That's why you don't see just a lot of behind the scenes with these tomahawks. Just I'm thinking about putting out an e-course on how to do this, because it's a lot that goes into it and stuff. So anyway, guys, I am rambling. 45 minutes. I plan to stay on here 10 minutes, and I'm already on here 45. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here, go have lunch, and get back to it, and start working hard. So I already been up at 6 this morning. So is there any way we can share our progress with what you are doing? Yeah, man. I'm about to, you know what? I may do that today. I'm about to create a private Facebook group for us, for all the fans, all the people that follow me on here. That way, we can give each other feedback. And Jeff, are you still watching, man? I may need to put you as a moderator on there. You and David. So anyway, you guys if you guys are up for that. If you'd like to moderate, because I'm gonna need some help, man. Dude, I do everything. So not on Facebook. So yeah, well, it's all right. You can listen. Go to howtowoodcarve.com. Right quick. Hey, Jeff, can you put that in the box, www.howtowoodcarve.com? Would you post that for everybody, please? Let's see if I can. I'm gonna pin that. Yeah, after you post it, Jeff, I'll post that. Yeah, man, because I need some help on there. I do a little bit of everything. I audio engineer during the day and video edit, film, and all kinds of different stuff, man. So I'm so sorry. Okay, right on, Alan. Okay, good. Send me an email on there. Share your work with me. I will get with you as soon as I can. Okay. I stay so super busy. I have literally hundreds of people messaging me. So if I don't get back to you, I will get back to you soon. Literally hundreds of people message me, and some it won't let you post it. Okay, well, it's all good. Howtowoodcarve.com. Thank you anyway, Jeff. Appreciate that, man. Some people get really upset with me because I can't, subscribe, or talk back. Well, I have over 50,000 people viewing my videos, subscribe, so it's hard to get back. But I will get with you as soon as I can. So I got to end this. I will ramble on forever. Hope you guys learned a lot. Remember, use a pen on your drawings. You'll surprise yourself. Do one thing over and over. Listen, last thing, I always say that, listen to what I'm about to say before you go. You can sit here working all day and make barely any progress, but you can sit and think. Just sit there and think, and just take your time. Do something simple, and you can learn more from this than what you will in 2 weeks of worth of hard work. 40 hours a week worth of work. I'm telling you, you can gain more in 10 minutes. I know it sounds crazy. Some stuff is hands-on. You're going to have to carve and learn how to do this stuff. But think, guys, just think. The hardest battle we will ever face is learning to think simply, because this is what this stuff is. I know it looks pretty complicated, but the principles is simple. If you learn this simple principle, you can start creating. It's about principles. The principles are simple. We complicate things. Did you catch what I said? That's another video for another time. I told you I get into it. So anyway, thank you, Jeff. Yeah, howtowoodcarve.com. Enjoy your. Okay, thank you, Susan. Well, guys, I'm out. I will be unlisting this video, so find it again in your history. Jeff, I will send you a message over Instagram. You and David, hopefully soon, whenever I get this taken off. So love you guys, and look forward to talking with you soon.